Inside the dark web, how it works, who uses it, and why it's so dangerous. Imagine a normal Tuesday afternoon in a library in San Francisco, where Ross Ulbricht sits quietly at his laptop, just like any other student. But in just a few seconds, federal agents surround him from every direction and arrest him right there on the spot. Ross was not carrying a gun or attempting to run away. What made him a target was something entirely different. He had created a website called Silk Road that was hidden deep in a part of the internet that most people do not even know exists. Silk Road operated on the dark web, allowing people to buy drugs, fake IDs, stolen data, and hacking services while making payments with Bitcoin to keep everyone's identity secret. That arrest served as a wake-up call that suddenly made the world aware of the dark web, a hidden part of the internet that regular users cannot access, that will not appear on Google searches, and that operates under completely different rules than the normal internet, because it is protected by technology designed to keep everyone anonymous. This secret internet has become a marketplace for criminals selling dangerous tools, a trading floor for stolen personal information, and a refuge for some people hiding from governments while others use it to plan serious crimes. Although the dark web continues growing, most people still do not really understand what it is, who uses it, how big it has become, or what dangers lurk inside its digital shadows. Chapter 1. Understanding the hidden internet. When you think of the internet, you probably think of Google, Facebook, YouTube, and the websites you visit every day. But that represents just a tiny part of the whole picture. Think of the internet like an iceberg. The part you see above water is small compared to what remains hidden underneath. Level 1. The surface web. The surface web encompasses everything that most people use every day. All the websites that pop up when you search on Google or any other search engine, including news sites, social media platforms, online stores, and blogs. Even though it feels huge, the surface web actually represents a small fraction of the entire internet, with the rest remaining hidden from view. Level 2. The deep web. Just below the surface web lies the deep web, which is neither illegal nor dangerous, but simply private. The deep web includes your email inbox, online banking records, medical files, school portals, and company documents, pages that are hidden behind passwords and logins. Since you need permission to see deep web content, Google cannot find it when you search. And while the deep web makes up the vast majority of the internet, most people do not think about it because it consists of everyday private information. Level 3. The dark web. At the very bottom lies the dark web, which is intentionally hidden and can only be accessed using special software. Dark websites have strange addresses that end with .onion instead of .com, and you cannot visit these sites with regular browsers like Chrome or Safari. Although the dark web is much smaller than the deep web, it serves as the location for the most dangerous and illegal activities happening online. How to access the dark web. To reach the dark web, you need a special browser called Tor, which stands for the Onion Router. When you use Tor, your internet connection bounces through many computers around the world before reaching the site you want to visit. For example, if you are in New York and want to visit a dark website, your connection might first go to a computer in Germany, then Japan, then Brazil, and finally to the site itself. Each computer only knows about the data's origin and next destination, but never the full path, which means no single computer knows both your starting point and your final destination. This process is called onion routing because it works like peeling layers off an onion. Each computer removes one layer of protection, while keeping your original location hidden under the remaining layers. Other tools like I2P and Freenet work differently but have the same goal of keeping users anonymous and invisible online. Most people do not accidentally find themselves on the dark web, since it requires planning and special steps. Many users first connect to a VPN to add an extra layer of protection, then open Tor, and often start with a hidden wiki, which serves as a kind of directory for dark websites. Chapter 2. How the dark web works. The dark web operates on principles fundamentally different from the regular internet. And beyond the anonymity tools already discussed, it has developed its own economy and security practices. Digital money on the dark web. Regular money leaves too many traces since credit cards and bank transfers can be traced back to real people, which is why people on the dark web primarily use cryptocurrencies, like Bitcoin. Bitcoin transactions are recorded on the blockchain, which functions like a public ledger. But Bitcoin addresses are long strings of random numbers and letters with no real names attached. This creates pseudonymity rather than true anonymity. Transactions can be traced, but connecting them to real identities requires additional detective work. Some users also rely on mixing services that scramble Bitcoin transactions through many accounts. Or they use privacy-focused cryptocurrencies, like Monero, which are specifically designed to be untraceable. Security practices. Dark web users employ multiple layers of protection beyond just using Tor. They operate from computers wiped clean of personal information, avoid downloading unknown files, use encrypted messaging apps for communication, and never reuse passwords or usernames from their regular online life. Despite these precautions, maintaining complete anonymity requires constant vigilance because one small mistake can reveal a real identity. Chapter 3. Who uses the dark web? Many kinds of people use the dark web for vastly different reasons. Some seek protection from dangerous governments, while others want to hide illegal activities. Legitimate users: journalists, whistleblowers, and activists. In many countries, journalists risk imprisonment or worse for reporting the truth. So the dark web gives them a secure way to communicate with sources without being watched. Major news organizations like the New York Times and The Guardian maintain special dark websites, allowing people to send tips and documents securely using tools like SecureDrop. People living under strict governments use the dark web to organize protests, share banned information, and communicate with the outside world. During the Arab Spring protests, Hong Kong democracy movements, and resistance efforts in Myanmar and Iran, activists relied on these tools to coordinate and avoid government surveillance. In countries like China and Iran with government-controlled internet access, the dark web helps people reach blocked websites and social media platforms. Privacy advocates who are not hiding illegal activities, but simply do not want companies or governments tracking their every move online, also use these tools to maintain their digital privacy. Criminals, hackers, and criminal organizations. Unfortunately, the dark web also attracts those with malicious intent. Cybercriminals gather in forums to sell stolen data, create malware, and offer illegal services. While some hackers sell zero-day exploits, security flaws companies do not know about yet, which can be worth thousands or millions because they allow attackers to break into secure systems. Drug dealers, arms dealers, and human traffickers run illegal businesses on dark marketplaces. And while Silk Road was shut down in 2013, numerous other marketplaces quickly appeared to replace it. Curious individuals. Not everyone on the dark web is a criminal or activist. Some people visit simply out of curiosity. However, this can be extremely risky since there are no content warnings and one wrong click can lead to disturbing material, malware, or dangerous contacts. Chapter 4. The real dangers of the dark web. The dark web poses real threats that extend far beyond its hidden corners and impact ordinary people's money, identity, and safety in the physical world. Personal information for sale. Your personal data might already be for sale on the dark web without your knowledge. When companies suffer data breaches, stolen information often ends up there, with criminals selling email addresses, passwords, social security numbers, and credit card information in bulk. A complete identity package might cost less than $10, but can cause thousands of dollars in damage to victims. Ransomware operations. Ransomware represents one of the most profitable dark web enterprises, with criminal groups operating like legitimate businesses that have customer service, affiliate programs, and regular software updates. They create malware that locks victims' files and demands cryptocurrency payments for the decryption key. These attacks target not just individuals but hospitals, schools, city governments, and major corporations, while the tools and services needed to launch ransomware attacks are readily available on dark web marketplaces. Scams, blackmail, and harassment. Many dark websites are carefully planned scams designed to steal cryptocurrency. By offering fake services like hitmen, miracle drugs, or impossible hacking jobs, most take payment and disappear. Others trick people into sharing private information or compromising photos, then demand money to keep them secret, while doxing, posting someone's personal information like home address or workplace publicly, can lead to real-world harassment and threats. Disturbing and illegal content. Some parts of the dark web contain content most people cannot imagine, including illegal images and videos involving abuse and violence that are shared in certain forums. People who explore out of curiosity may accidentally encounter this material, which can cause serious psychological harm. Red rooms. Real or fake? One persistent dark web legend involves red rooms, supposedly live streams featuring people being tortured or killed, while viewers pay cryptocurrency for specific acts. Most cybersecurity experts believe these are scams designed to steal cryptocurrency, as live streaming on the dark web faces significant technical challenges, including Tor's poor performance for real-time video. Chapter 5. How police fight dark web crime. Law enforcement agencies worldwide have developed sophisticated techniques to combat dark web criminal activity, constantly adapting their methods as criminals evolve theirs. Advanced blockchain analysis. Investigators use specialized software to analyze cryptocurrency transactions recorded on public blockchains. While Bitcoin addresses appear anonymous, investigators can trace money through multiple transactions and identify patterns. And when they connect one Bitcoin address to a real person, they can often uncover entire criminal networks. Undercover operations. Police have become skilled at operating undercover on the dark web by creating fake marketplaces that function like real ones, gathering intelligence on criminal networks, and sometimes taking over existing sites after arresting their operators to continue monitoring users. Technology and artificial intelligence. Modern law enforcement employs artificial intelligence and machine learning to scan forums and marketplaces automatically. These systems identify suspicious patterns, track criminals across multiple platforms, and predict areas of new illegal sites. Global cooperation. Since dark web crime crosses international borders, agencies like the FBI, Europol, and Interpol coordinate more closely than ever. Operation Dark Hunter involved police from 9 countries and resulted in 150 arrests plus seizures of millions in cash and cryptocurrency. Major operations like the takedown of Alphabet and Hansa marketplaces in 2017 and Operation Trojan Shield, with the FBI creating a fake encrypted messaging app used by criminals, demonstrate law enforcement's growing sophistication. Despite these successes, the battle continues as new sites with improved security measures constantly emerge. Chapter 6: The positive side of anonymous technology. While media attention focuses on criminal activity, the same technology that enables dark web crime also serves crucial, legitimate purposes for human rights and freedom. Protecting sources and whistleblowers. Secure communication channels allow people with evidence of corruption or wrongdoing to safely share information with journalists without revealing their identities. Some of the most important revelations about government and corporate abuse have come through these protected channels. Circumventing oppression. In authoritarian countries with governments monitoring all internet activity, these tools provide essential communication channels for activists, dissidents, and ordinary citizens seeking uncensored information. The technology that helps criminals evade police also helps people fight oppressive regimes. Privacy as a human right. Many people believe privacy is fundamental to human dignity and democracy, so they use these tools not to hide criminal activity, but to communicate without constant surveillance by governments or corporations. The moral complexity. This creates an ongoing dilemma because the same encryption that protects a journalist's source also shields criminals from law enforcement, while the anonymity tools that help activists organize against oppression also enable cybercriminals to operate with impunity. There is no simple, technical solution to preserve only the beneficial uses while eliminating the harmful ones. Since the technology itself is neutral, its impact depends entirely on how people choose to use it. The dark web represents both humanity's greatest hopes and darkest impulses regarding technology and anonymity. It demonstrates what happens when people can act without identification, when traditional law enforcement methods fail, and when identical tools can bring either freedom or harm. This hidden internet continues evolving daily as new technologies strengthen anonymity while law enforcement improves tracking capabilities. Criminals adapt their methods as activists find new ways to fight oppression, and the balance between privacy and security, freedom and safety constantly shifts. Understanding the dark web matters more than ever in our connected world. Whether you want to protect your privacy, understand cybersecurity threats, or explore technology's societal impact, the dark web touches everyone's digital life in ways both seen and unseen. This concludes part 1 of our look into the dark web. In part 2, we will go inside the marketplaces and examine the real impact of this hidden digital economy. Thanks for watching Mystery Lens, where we explore the world's most puzzling secrets and untold stories. If you want more deep dives into real mysteries, disappearances, and unsolved cases, please like, share, and subscribe. Share your favorite episodes with friends. Have a theory or mystery you want covered? Let us know in the comments. Stay curious, stay sharp, and keep your eyes on the unknown. Only here on Mystery Lens.